I originally thought New Mexico would look something like this. My favorite saguaros standing tall and present. Dry desert with lush plants and active insects. Crops of saguaros I can talk to and remind me of who I am. Instead, I soon found that it's more like this. Enormous presence of rocks and blue skies holding spaces lived, visited, and deserted. Waiting to be found and appreciated again. With a whole lot of history carried by generations who continue to live locally and shape the narratives of the land and its peoples. I often hear boulders talk. They make themselves known. I find that I'm more attuned to sensing than most, our physical body picking up the frequency in the air, earth, water, and fire. Spirits of the elements tell the true stories of what they witness. No biases, no judgment, simply what is. They show me how to carve a path to travel and experience time, reminding me of my own imprint of a former self on this land. The light reminds me of my eternity, the vast spaces that I occupy through my conscious being. When winter arrived on this land, it was time for me to rest. Most Americans aren't familiar with the gift of darkness. When we go within, to listen deeply to the movement and breath of the earth regenerating. And then to see with renewed eyes the beauty all around, the beauty within that shines through, whether it's a scorching transformation or fellow human activities that mark a moment in time. I feel the subtle but powerful presence of the water here, carving out a path with force and flow. I spent time in Colorado for a few years, and now find myself in New Mexico, surrounded by the vast desert. Its lands speak volumes of the infinite across its landscape. Plants whisper of the cycles, the lightness of being, the consistency, the love, and beauty of Mother Earth. The elements seem to speak louder here in New Mexico. They draw my attention to notice, to acknowledge the patterns, the flow, and the transformations, signs that no one else seemed to notice in the Central Plaza. They say notice, notice, notice. From the vastness of the earth to the smallest of things, the mundane flow and the trees that provide air for us like another organ outside and yet part of us. They all remind me, we are here. We were here before you in the physical form, and we'll be here after you, witnessing, observing, and loving.